Face Inside, guys. My first video in 2024, and for me, this has been the best sporting week of the year so far. In fact, one of my best weeks this year in 2024. My kind of year, actually. So I'm just gonna be quick with what happened this week and my takeouts from that. Number one, the West Indies beating Australia. I think that was phenomenal. I mean, when you look at a young team go there and beat the world champions in their own backyard, that is crazy. It's one of the most difficult places to play Test cricket in. Pakistan just went there with a better squad. The bowling lineup as well was not as inexperienced as the West Indies, and obviously, they had batting stalwarts, but all it took was the passion of a 13-year-old Harris Shield or a Giles Shield team, and that sort of bubbling passion to beat the mighty. And I think that's what makes the game so beautiful. Is just the passion to go out there and play like kids all over again. You don't have to take yourselves very seriously. The game can be extremely analytical. It can be everything. It can teach you so many life lessons as well. But when you just play the game for the joy of it, the way West Indies did, incredible. And like England did as well. I mean, today what I saw was incredible. I mean, who would have thought they would come back from behind 200-run lead? It's a rank turner, which and when you have the likes of Ashwin, Jadeja, Akshar, and very wily Bumrah, that's the best attack that you can have in subcontinental conditions across the subcontinent. I'm not talking about India. To beat that attack and to play the way England did, I mean, hats off to Ben Stokes. And I said Stokes. I'm sleepy. I haven't. I mean, quite literally, this is the first a weekend of the year that I haven't slept. I mean, from Friday onwards. Uh, in fact, the Bopana game as well taught me another thing where, very clearly, when you look at Bopana at 43, again an unsung hero, again a player that a lot of people don't talk about as much when they talk about the greats of the game, what he did after Leander. And people always tend to undermine a doubles game. And I was talking to somebody, and Indian tennis world over, for that matter, when I was talking to a lot of my friends here who follow tennis, and you tell them about a Nagar, or you tell them about Somdev, you talk to them about these, or even if you're watching a women's game, I was looking forward to the qualifying games for, say, for the US Open, and Ankita Raina was there. So I'm like, boss, if you follow sport, I think you live for such moments where an underdog just so for me that's what Test cricket is, right? Just coming out there, giving it your best. uh your stature as a player doesn't matter. It's what you do across 5 days, not just one day, across 5 days. And which is why it's and this was a game that I feel so happy because unlike the final, where India dominated and then because of one bad day lost the tournament, and I was like, they still for me deserved to be the winners here. I mean, outright this was. And some of the banter that was going on and some of the visa issues Bashir was having. So the build up to the series was so brilliant, and for England to come out there and show India like they did. I mean, the last time India lost the Test series as well was against England, and that saw what Kevin Peterson did as a player when people were like, no, he can't. Or no matter what happens, it is going to be India from there on. And in the first Test as well, I felt I missed. Anderson would have definitely been a better pick, a wiser pick. But all said and done, I mean, credit due and has been due to baseball for the longest time. And when people said that it's fluke and it's not going to work, I mean, here's a team that goes out there and backs themselves to do it. and Rohit's got his style as well, and sometimes it will pay off and sometimes it won't. And it paid off in the first innings where the intent was there. You will win some, you will lose some, but you need to understand the wickets here, and you need to understand that you're not you need to score as well. You can't keep blocking it out, because you need the runs on the board. You have to buy your runs quite literally. So that was those two test matches. The Australian Open again. Sinner. Who would have thought Djokovic would lose for again Medvedev to lose again. I was backing Coco Gauff. I thought Gauff and Sabalenka would make a brilliant final, but again the way Sabalenka played, she was brilliant. So lots of fun this weekend, and every time there's a Grand Slam coupled with some good Test cricket, which tends to happen because around the time where the Wimbledon is happening, you have cricket going on. That's the sporting season in that cricket playing country as well. So uh, it's brilliant. And to have now the Cricket World Cup just around Wimbledon, or just around that time, is going to be fun as well. The T20 World Cup. So fun. And then best week, because Fighter, I didn't put up a post for Fighter, but I think I always expected that movie to be brilliant. You can't ask for a better star cast, stellar star cast. We were watching Laksh just the week before that, and Hrithik hasn't aged. When you look at him, and who better to pull off that the role that he did. I'm not going to compare it to Top Gun because the storyline is different. Yeah, Hrithik Roshan does not need to be compared with Tom Cruise. He is Hrithik Roshan. I would have said that he was, for him it was like playing Tom Cruise, but I don't think he's ever wanted to do that personally. I think he has his own standing as an actor, as an entertainer in the industry. So I feel he did pure justice to that. None of the stunts looked unrealistic. I'm sure the fact that he's a fitness freak also helps. But Anil Kapoor, the sort of stunts Deepika's done, the way she's acted, brilliant movie. And to see Karan Singh Grover come back, play a strong role. I like Vivek Oberoi's cousin as well, Akshay Oberoi. I always find his roles very meaty. He does cameos, but he does meaty cameos, meaningful ones. So the star cast is brilliant. The story was brilliant. If you look at it from an entertainment perspective, I think if Uri was very patriotic, I think this was amazing in its own way, because obviously it nothing absolutely felt unreal. Didn't even for critics to point out fingers and say that, oh ये ऐसे हो सकता था, ये बहुत over the top था, कुछ ऐसा नहीं था. It wasn't a Pathan, it wasn't a Tiger, it was a Siddharth Anand film, but it was definitely in if you're thinking of typecasting Fighter, I don't think there's a way and means to do that. So yeah, so Fighter, and looking forward to a few things next month. Few of my medical appointments coming up. I'm sure I'm looking better. I'm looking stronger. So things should go well on that front too. And then lots of travel coming up this year. So I'm hoping that I put up my travel videos, the shots, like I said the last time. I try and put it out in a nutshell. But when I've not put out something, and I feel the urge to just put up a video unprepared, just very organically or just very naturally, just and this is quite literally out of bed. And neither do I have to whatever. So yeah, that was that. I will see you all soon. I need some coffee right now, and we'll talk to you guys very soon. Till then, have a great 2024, and again, I think the beauty. I feel that the beauty of these interviews is, oh my God, no.